Welcome to Kevin's Covers. This is your go-to channel for solo acoustic arrangements of songs, covers, arranged for one guitar, one voice, for musicians who want to do solo gigs, busk, go out to the beach, do whatever you want, just do solo stuff. So today we are going to do a fantastic song by one of my very favorite bands, Led Zeppelin's Custard Pie. So Custard Pie is, of course, off of the album Physical Graffiti. It is a song that you wouldn't really expect to see done acoustic, but it actually works really well. We're going to take a look at the performance of it, my arrangement of it on acoustic, and then we'll come back. I'll show you how it's done. This song is kind of difficult to do. I'm going to rate this as challenging in terms of easy, intermediate, and challenging. Primarily because it's so rhythmically weird. But anyway, if you might not have any difficulty with it, but that's what we're going to call it. So let's take a look at the performance, and then we'll be right back.
Drop down, baby, let your daddy see. Drop down, honey, won't you dream of me? Mama, allow me, I fool around all night long. I may look like I'm crazy, I sure know right from wrong. See me coming, throw your man out the door. Ain't no stranger been this way before. See me coming, mama, you throw your man out the door. You know I ain't no stranger, I've been this way before. Custard pie looks sweet and nice. When you cut it, mama, save me a slice. Your custard pie is so nice. You know when you cut it, sure save me a slice. Sure like a piece of your custard pie. Sure like a piece of your custard pie. Drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down. Sure like a piece of your custard pie.
So that was my solo arrangement of Custard Pie. In reality, this is just a 12-bar blues in A, like so many songs. And you might well know Zeppelin really were enormous fans of old-time blues, and this is 12 bars, A, D, E, A7, D7, E7 to be specific, just like any other old. But a little bit more hard rock than that. Rhythmically, it's very different, and if you really want to get this down, you have to pay attention to what is, in my view, Jimmy Page's greatest addition to rock and roll, which is the use of space. It's a hard-driving song, but there's a lot of space in it, particularly if you're doing it acoustic. So let's take a look at the basic riff. So again, 12 bars, so A, D, E, right? And we're going to play off that A over here, and the riff is really just this. when you really got to get in there and flat pick it hard and really hit those, right? And muffle a lot with your right hand while you're at it, so you can really bring them out, right? And leave that space in between the notes, right? Now, I like to come in and do the little riff that John Paul Jones did on keys, right? Which is that. So we're just hammering. So we're just hammering on the E, right? E to G. And then hit the C, pulling it off. And then pulling off the G. Right? So put that together, we have. If you can get that down, practice that a bit, really make it come out, make sure you're muffling with your right hand. That John Paul Jones riff isn't every single time. You can use it sparingly as you like. You could do it exactly the way it's arranged by Zepp if you want, but I tend to use it when I feel like I can use it, right? Now, that's actually the easy part, right? So all the vocals are over that, right? Pie looks sweet and nice. When you cut it, mama, save me a slice. Then we go to the D7, right? Now here's the thing. So we're going to play that D7. And then we have these little chromatic descents. Back to the A, right? So we're going. Doing that at speed is actually pretty challenging. And sometimes I mix it up a little bit by actually playing on the way up. Sorry. So we end up with. And actually playing that down. Playing 4, right? I strongly suggest you use those open formations. I used to do it with barred formations. First of all, it's more difficult. And second of all, it just doesn't ring as well for solo acoustic, right? So anyway, so we go to the D7 again. Then we go to the E. Now, all we're doing here is, I like to play that E as an E major, add the 7th, and then we have to come up and hit this Hendrix chord, the wonderful 7+9 chords. It's a D7 augmented 9. And then we have two really totally syncopated upbeats, right, on a C and a D. Put that all together. And you got to hit them exactly right, okay? So let's take a look at the verse. I'm going to do the entire verse, just guitar, slow, right? Now the instrumental, honestly, just play around on an A minor pentatonic. Now you just have to keep it going, though. You still have to keep the basic riff. This is always the issue if you're doing a kind of rocky type of instrumental with a pick while you're doing solo guitar. So I have a tendency to come back and hit the riff and just do little fills in between, coming up on the pentatonic, you know, or even down here, right? And you're throwing little fills like that, it'll work, particularly since that chromatic descent off the D has so much to it. And one thing I really do like to do is play around over here before the E. So right. But up to you. Do whatever you like, really, on the instrumental bit. Put that all together, you get Custard Pie. Now, last week, there's a kind of theme here, right? Because last week I did Pulling Muscles from a Shell by Squeeze, which is all about being nice to lady bits. And, of course, Custard Pie is likewise a song about being nice to lady bits through different means. But I'm going to get off of that particular theme for the moment. But it's a great song. Physical Graffiti, of course, is just a classic album. Just about all Zeppelin albums, well, there weren't that many. There were only 7. But Zeppelin albums were classic. But Physical Graffiti was really it. I spent a whole lot of time driving around listening to Physical Graffiti. And it was only about 15 years ago that I put together this arrangement of Custard Pie, because I'd been playing it in a rock band on an electric guitar, and decided, hey, it would be cool to do this acoustic. And it works. It works really, really well if you're busking or in a gig. It's just a great song to play. So I hope you liked it. If you liked that, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Don't forget to leave comments if you'd like to leave comments. We're going to do more Zeppelin as time goes by because, hey, it's Zeppelin. And in the meantime, rock on.